Hey, welcome here. We are talking reward-based riding. I am Angelica Heselius, and we are talking today parking, one of my favorite behaviors, hoof targets and parking, I should say, because those two, in the beginning, when we teach our horse their foundation behaviors, they are birds of the same feather and they often go together. I often use standing on a mat to teach parking because the mat is such a visual tool, such a visual, gives so much information to our horse. Where am I supposed to stand? Right here. And if I'm working with several horses, they can each have a mat on their own. Here we have this horse, this is a larger mat, and this is this horse grooming mat where we do grooming behaviors and saddling and stuff like that. So that's actually what I am training here, training for him to stay on the mat while I go and get stuff. I don't think we have come to the saddle here. It's an old video, so I'm not remembering everything that I felt or did this session, but sort of the larger picture is we're training for him to stay at the same spot while I do other stuff. And parking, in this sense, I mean standing on the same spot over a period of time. I want my horses to be really, really, really good at this. As we heard, I mean, training with several horses, very, very useful. Going to feed in the paddock, so it's like a little bit of an order, and everyone actually knows uh, a behavior to do when I'm feeding their buckets or something like that. So very something I train and reinforce every day in different settings. Of course, talking also, if you've seen my other videos on school halt, parking is the foundation for that behavior too. And as I said here already, can mean also just standing without the mat, just on the ground. In the end, I of course want both, and those are equally important, I will say. Why the mat is good in the beginning is because of its possibility to be give very clear directions. Later on, why I am also using a mat here is because I do gymnastical exercises on the mat, maybe on a thicker mat or on a seesaw or stuff like that. So I want my horses to be good and comfortable, feeling calm and relaxed. Both when I leave them there and when they work together and when they do more physical stuff, doing a little bit of halt work on a thicker mat, that can be very, very hard work for the horse's stabilizer. So from that angle too, I often start with a very easy mat, like here the grooming mat is it's very flat and a little bit harder. I mean, in the beginning, yeah, a doormat, any doormat that's a little bit harder, not those really soft one. It's very good if the horse hooves can identify, this is different from the ground, so they really get good body awareness and can perceive the mat very easily with their hooves. So the one of favorite behavior of mine, and really something I use every day. And when we start to do more advanced stuff in halt, like moving a little bit here and there, parking or standing on a mat, that is what helps me give the behavior stability. So the horse doesn't guess on movement here, movement there, movement there. So it's sort of a little bit of an arousal in it. I just want, like, okay, if I don't know what to do, I'm going to go back to my parking. I know that shit, and I love it. So really want to build my horses to be able to stand on the mat for several minutes. My horses can do that. And I also bring the mat when I am a little bit outside in the nature and forest and stuff like that, just to train it in different environments. I don't care how the horse stands on the mat in the beginning. That will come later. So I'm not like, you have to be square, you have to have two hooves on. That's not how I do it. If you have a toe and it looks like the horse like, there's something here, I'm gonna start to reward that. So I seldom reward stepping up on the mat. That is for the first, for one thing, maybe that's how you say it. That's a very different behavior from standing still on the mat. So I try to reward standing still, just the hooves down from day one if I can. This of course requires a horse that is calm with the mat and stuff like that, but that's a question for another day. So hope it's clear what I mean when I say parking and standing on the mat. This is sort of the in to all the very advanced nuanced stuff that we can do. This is the foundation for that. Okay, thanks.